We know yesterday the Liberals received the Provincial Teddy Waste Award for their luxury car subsidy. It happens to be a subsidy that gives $14,000 checks for buying $100,000 Tesla cars. But just a few years ago, here's a quote from the Premier, and I quote, "If anybody is paying that amount of money for a car, they probably don't need a $5,000 rebate." No, apparently, Speaker, what she meant was $5,000 wasn't enough for her Liberal friends. Mr. Speaker, why are luxury car owners being given $14,000 checks from Ontario taxpayers? And Premier, why the sudden U-turn?
Thanks very much, Speaker. Of course, I want to begin by thanking the member opposite for the question and for him expressing, I would say, belated interest in what is a very successful program that our government put forward starting a number of years ago, Speaker. I'm not completely sure that members of the legislature are aware of all of the details that are contained in this program that's been growing with respect to its subscription or its popularity over the last number of months and years. So, Speaker, just to be really clear about this, back in 2010, this government actually launched our first electric vehicle incentive program, Speaker. To date, this program has provided Ontarians with incentives to help purchase close to 7,400 electric vehicles and approximately 1,900 home and workplace chargers, Speaker. On average, of course, some electric vehicles can cost up to 85% more compared to equivalent conventional gas-powered vehicles, Speaker. The list goes on with respect to the progress this program has made. Be happy to provide additional information to that member and members of the House in the follow-up question. Thanks very much.
Again, back to the Premier. Mr. Speaker, the government announced the changes to the $14,000 Tesla luxury car subsidy on February 1st. And according to his LinkedIn profile, Ian Mearns, Minister Murray's former Chief of Staff, started working for Tesla in February. Mr. Speaker, was this just a coincidence? When was the decision made? How was the decision made? This certainly doesn't pass the smell test, Speaker.
So, Speaker, again, I thank the member for the follow-up question. You know, Speaker, there are a whole host of reasons that our government are making. We are making significant investments. We are making significant investments that run the full gamut of helping to ensure.
The member from Renfrew-Nipissing Pembroke, come to order. The member from Bruce Grey Owen Sound, come to order. And thank you. We're now in warnings. Carry on.
Speaker, as I was saying, there are a whole host of very, very positive reasons that we are making a wide range of investments to ensure that the transmission.
The member from Dufferin-Caledon is warned. Carry on.
To make sure, Speaker, that the transportation sector, which currently accounts for 35% of the greenhouse gas emissions that are produced in the province of Ontario, is reduced. It's why we're investing in transportation solutions to lower those amounts right across the province, Speaker. But the other really important thing that the member from Leeds-Grenville misses is that these are the kinds of programs that are helping to feed the innovation and the job creation in the leading sectors in our economy, Speaker. It's why we are working hard to make.